Okay. Hi all, good morning. Hope you are doing well. Um, so I hope you have done at least some practice of for loop. Okay. Hope I did well. Okay. By end of the session, I can cross check. Cross check again. But today we are going to learn the most important thing in programming language that is called arrays. Okay. Let's jump into the topic. So this where we are writing some programs. Okay, for example, you want to store your marks details like anything 10th class where so like in for us we have six subjects Telugu, Hindi, English, Math, Science, Social, right? So if you want to store some details like Telugu, I think I got some 91 marks in Telugu in 10th class, Hindi 53, English I think 86, mathematics I got 99. Okay, let's see. I will tell you some interesting stories there. Social, some science 97. I think somewhere finally I got 519. So this is very interesting thing. So because I did a spelling mistake, right? That's why I got less marks in Hindi. So okay, we can talk about that later. So you need to find the total. What you need to do? So where total, and you can do calculation like this: Telugu plus Hindi, English, so like that. So if you see, okay, if you have a six subjects, that is fine. But if you want to store some information which is referring to the same kind of information, suppose, so at the time it's not a good idea. Okay, we have a other data type so that you can store information much more effectively. Okay, there is a lots of difference between arrays in C language, other languages, compared with the JavaScript. So okay, of course the fundamental thing is same, but here we need to understand few more important things in JavaScript. So here, array means nothing. It's very simple. I think you have seen many places the same concept. Suppose if you see, if you know the train, okay, you will get some blocks, right? Continuous blocks. Okay. So they will provide some numbering. So usually I prefer sleeper. So yes, one. Okay, how they will refer? They will give some reference to identify that block. So here I can say this is S1, like S1, S2, S3, S4 kind of thing. Sometimes it will be up to S7 or okay, based on the train, maybe it will increase. So I can say S10 something. So here the information you are storing, like this is array. Nothing. This is array. That means like continuously like continuous memory blocks or continuously you're storing similar kind of information. So another thing is like if you see some classrooms, okay, nowadays maybe the buildings are like this. Every school building is like this, okay. But my school building, I studied in Beach Valley, so My school building is like this. Okay, at the time, this first classroom is for first class, like fifth class students, sixth class, seventh class, eighth class students, ninth class students, 10th class students, like principal room, a sports room, like that. So this is also an array. So because continuously we can store some information. Okay, even if you see at your home, uh, usually we can call this is a general word like array. Like if you want to store your clothes at a cupboard, right? That is also a kind of an array because you are storing your clothes in the um, almara kind of thing. So if you just open this, you will you will just hang all your clothes in a order, right? So we can call that is also an array. Of course, I think you know already this thing. So here in JavaScript or any other programming language, we can store information easily in the form of arrays. So how to store this information in array? So simple, var mark, this is a variable, this is the array symbol, okay, and you can store information like 91, 53, 86, 99, 97, and 93. So you see how simple is this? Suppose if you have six subjects, okay, if you have 20 subjects or 30 subjects, it's very difficult to store like this. It's a the waste of thing. So you don't need to store like that. Okay. So here, okay, we have initialized the values, but how to read that values, that is very important, right? So first of all, if you want to read whole array, simple console.log, just mention the array name. Okay. So if we open that in the browser, you will get an array. So go to the console. So if you see, you got an array of six items, and it's clearly saying that if you see, observe this one, this is the most important thing. I hope you're able to see this, right? So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means that is the index number. So how you are giving a numbering to train bogies like S1, S2, S3, S4, S5 because you should represent. Or for a classroom, you're mentioning like first class, like fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10, or anything. You can take any example in your life, real time. So even apartment also you will give a number, right? 101, 102, 103, like 201, 203, like. But here it is continuous memory allocation in a one direction. So imagine like that. So these bogey numbers are the good example without getting confusion. So here, if you want, if you're dealing with a train kind of example, so this will start from S1 to suppose S10. So I'm just considering sleeper class bogies. So here what you can say S10. So suppose if you want to enter into this block, you need to cross check like what is your mm, bogey number, and you should enter into that. You can travel, right? The same way, whenever you are dealing with arrays, so it will also store. Suppose you have stored six mark subject details, so it will allocate memory like this. Okay, how where it will store and all these things we are going to learn. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 blocks. So it will store these mask details like this. So 91, oh, 53, 86, 99, 97, and the final I think 93. So, but suppose here it's very difficult to remember that whether this is Telugu marks or Hindi marks, English marks, it's difficult, right? So it will deal with it because when you are dealing with the arrays, it will give a index number. So always this index number will start with 0. This is very, very important. What I'm saying, this index number, any kind of array in any programming language, the index will start with a 0. That is the most important thing. And 0, 2, like this is 3, 4, 5. So 3, 4, and 5. So maximum index is always, because max index is equal to length length of array minus 1. Okay, this is very, very important. Most of the people, while dealing with arrays, they will forget that it will start with 0 and they will give different numbers in the for loop or something. They will mess up. So please be aware that I think most of you already know these things, but in JavaScript, arrays are different. So just be focused here. So index number will start always with 0 and end with like length minus 1. So if it is, you are storing 6 items, so maximum index will be 5. So here how to read, suppose I want to read this detail, suppose 86. So what I need to do, because if I want to if you want to call a person who is there in S4 block, so you can refer with a block name, right? Block number or something. So here also you can read the information with the help of index number. So here I'm doing console.log console.log. So if you call this, if you provide the variable name completely, it will give you complete array information, but you want specific details. So that's why you need to remember always the index number. So this is 0, 1, 2. Suppose if you give marks of 2, then you can mention like marks of 2 is like English. Okay, English. So what will happen? It will display marks details of English subject. So if you see, this is displaying clearly that 86. This is very simple. So even if you want to display all marks information like any other one, you can go with console.log console.log. Okay, here label social. So here what we can do, the marks of, what is the maximum index number? It will be 5 because the length of an array, of course we can calculate the length of all these things, but before that we should understand the functions and objects and properties and methods. So then you will understand how those are working. So otherwise it is a bit of confusion. That's why. So here if you mention marks of 5 means it will go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 index number. So it will give a, if it will give you output as perfect. So now I'm going to ask you a question. Get ready. So from this point, JavaScript is going to give twists and turns. Okay, always not only a single topic, every topic. If you're already very good in C language, if you know very well arrays, but when it comes to the JavaScript, definitely you should learn a lot. So now I'm going to ask a question. So if I do like this, console.log, I'm trying to suppose by mistake have given marks of 10 because marks of 10, but right now if you see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here the maximum index is 5, but you are trying to get the value at index number 10. That is not there, right? In the memory. But in that situation, how JavaScript will behave, that is most important. Can anyone guess what will be the output here? Just ping me in the chat. Anything like whether it will show an error or anything. That is your choice. You just guess it. No problem. Whether it is right or wrong, doesn't matter. Quick. Whoa, anyone is watching live? No. Okay, JavaScript arrays. Quickly, just try to give a, because this is very important, because you should learn JavaScript in a different way. Always you should cross check. Yeah, okay. Like many people are suggesting that it will give an error because the value is not there, right? If index number is not available, what it will give? But here, JavaScript is always something special. What it is giving? What it is giving? Undefined. Okay, undefined. So JavaScript is not giving an error. It is not giving an error. What it is giving? It is giving undefined. This is the most important thing. Okay. So whatever it is, because if that value is not available, normally we thought that it will give an error. Of course, in C language, C++, any other programming language, it will throw an error that the value is not available at that location or anything, like index is out of range kind of thing. Okay, but JavaScript simply, it doesn't throw any error. Okay, nothing is defined there, that's why I'm just giving undefined. Okay, not defined is different, undefined is different. So if nothing is there, it will place like a undefined for us. Because why it is giving undefined instead of giving error, those things we can learn definitely in coming sessions. Because end of the day, everything in JavaScript, everything is a object. Okay, so once we learn objects and things how they have designed, we can understand easily. But just remember this point. So if you just cross the boundary of that limit, it will give a undefined. Fantastic. So now I hope you guys done a practice of for loop, right? Hopefully. Just ping me. Yeah, Ashok said undefined. Very good, fantastic. So just ping me. How many of you are, like? I hope you guys done a practice of for loop. So now I'm giving a simple challenge for you. So write a program to display, write a program to display. Anyway, I will explain, but try, because if you are able to analyze, if you are able to write the logic on your own, then you will become a better programmer. So I want to display information like array, like here we have a six subjects information, right? So console.log marks, okay, it will display all the array information. So please use a for loop to print or to display all the values one by one. You should read one by one from an array and you should display. So I'm just giving a thing that you should use a for loop. So let's see how you can write a for loop for this. Quick. Okay, try. Even if you do mistakes, no problem, because this is not examination, this is not an interview. This is just a learning process. I will help you if you are doing any mistakes. Yeah, quick. And ping me here chart or here, because yesterday only you understand the for loop, right? And today I've explained array, and I'm clearly saying that the index will start with the, I'm giving all the clues also. Index will start with 0, and how many items are there? 6 items. So 3, 4, 5. So index number will end with the 5. So almost I've given an answer also. So write a simple for loop to read values from an array in JavaScript. Okay, try. Now if you've done, just send me a screenshot. Like my mobile is not available. Can you attach that screenshot here or type here? That is fine. I mean, but that's why I'm saying please join with a laptop so that you can do practice. You can share your screen and you can send a screenshots also very easily. Once you are done this, we are going to learn super interesting things in arrays of JavaScript. Quick, if you need any help, ask me. Share your screen, I will help you. Okay? If you need any help, suppose you are writing, you are getting some errors, you are not able to finish the program, I will help you. So it's like daily we are going to do practice in the live only. So get ready. While learning, you should do practice one round so that it's easy for you to remember. Yeah, good. Version has done. So maybe because of my video, maybe most of you are not like not able to see. For where I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus console.log marks of 5. Okay, very good version. Okay, don't copy paste from version, but just try on your own. Ashok, okay, he already knows that few more basics in JavaScript, marks that length, that's perfect. I plus plus console.log marks of 5. Very good. Very good, Ashok. Come on. Everyone, just try. No problem. If you do mistakes, no problem. But if you don't try, that is the biggest mistake. Where I is equal to marks of 0, I less than or equal to marks of 5, I plus plus console.log of 5. Okay, Bhavita, that is wrong. Because if you see your, okay, let me try. Okay, what you have tried, I will show you. So you have written like this. You have written like this. Okay, console.log. I will tell you what is the mistake here. So that's why I'm saying. Because if I explain the program now, like you don't get a chance to do a mistakes. So if you do mistakes and quickly you can learn. So here if you see, just remember what you're doing where I is equal to marks of 0. If you give marks of 0, the value of I is 91 because marks of 0, what is the value? That is 91. Just remember here I equal to 91, comma I less than or equal to marks of 5. Marks of 5. What is the marks of 5? That is 93. So I less than or equal to 93. That's what you are writing the program. Okay. So if you see, don't worry, I plus plus. So if you see, this is I plus plus. So then what will happen here? Okay. I is equal to 91. I less than or equal to marks of 5. Is it true or false? Yes, it is true because 91 is less than or equal to 93 and it will display console.log of I because what you are giving I value. So I value is 91. So it will give a output as 91. Then you are doing increment. So I value will become now 92 and 92 is less than or equal to 93. That is true. So here I will put I plus plus here. So I value is 92. 92 is less than or equal to 93. True. So that you will get the output as 93. And then it will increase by 1. So I value will become 93. 93 less than or equal to 93. True. sorry, here it will display 92 and it will display 93. Okay, so if I execute this program, what you're getting 91, 92, 93. So okay, no problem. You are very close, but just try to understand what is the mistake you have done. So if you understand that, you will be the you will be the best. Quick, okay? I hope you understand because if you see what you need to do in the for loop, the index number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to display marks of 0, marks of 1, marks of 2. Okay, at the time, the index number you are dealing with the marks of 0. Marks of 0 value is 91. But what is your intention? What should be the I value initially? So think in that way, you will get the output easily. Okay. సో ఓకే మళ్ళీ మీరు సపోజ్ రాంగ్ అవ్వచ్చు అనవసరంగా ఎందుకు రాయడం ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాంగ్ అవుతుంది కామ్గా కూర్చుంటే లైక్ ఇఫ్ యూ బీ సైలెంట్ ఫర్ హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ ఎనీవే రఘు విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ సో డోంట్ డూ దట్ బికాస్ there's a programming is you should keep on writing programs whether it's a right or wrong. You should understand what is a mistake and you should learn from those mistakes, then you will become the better programmer. So if I keep on explaining all the programs now, okay, maybe if you get the same question in interview you can answer it, but interviews they don't ask the same questions, right, which I have explained. They will come up with a different questions. At that time you can't solve those questions. That's why here you should understand how to learn how to think. So that is very important in programming. So many students, what they will do, if I explain one example, they will just copy paste and execute. They will think that they understand the programming. After 1 week, if I ask the same question, they will not able to write the program. So you are doing good. So write down whether it is right or wrong. I will help you. Quick, Mahendra, Balavardhan, done, Samir. Okay, maybe you feel that it's a live. Don't worry because very few students will watch our live and every student is part of SVGIE so that index value itself in for loop, can't we write the program using index value itself in a for you can try that, you can try, you can try in that way and let's see the output. I think you're writing on a notepad something else, that's why you're not able to solve it. So that's why I'm saying if you have a computer, if you execute it, you will understand easily what is your mistake and quickly you can solve it. So at least, okay, fine. So here the mistake is what should be the program? If you see, always we are dealing with the index number. So index number is starting from 0 to 5. So that how we need to write a for loop. Simple for okay. Before that, I will give you one more simple thing. So you want to display all the information like this. So here you need to write. Suppose first write whole like big program console.log. Okay, marks of 0 and this is what the longest program, right? After that you can make it so here 0 2 this is happening 0 3 0 4 0 5. So this is correct, this is right program. I'm comment it. So if you see one common thing in this program, first let's see whether you're getting the output or not. So that is this is what our expectation, right? What we need to display all the information what is there at index number 1 2 3 4 5 6. So you are getting the output right properly. So write down. So initially if you are completely beginner, so just follow this and now from this just try to write a logic with a for loop. So whenever you are writing a for loop, just remember index number. What is changing in these 6 lines? Only the value is changing. This value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just try like this for. So inside of that, we need to execute this one only, this statement only, right? But the only changing is first time it will be 0, second time it will be 1, second time, third time it will be 2, 4, 5. After that, we should stop execution. So for that, what we need to do? This is only changing, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the variable. It is value changing. So we can do like this, right? Where I is equal to 0 and I less than or equal to 5, then I plus plus. So here, don't give a space here. So here, what is the value changing? From 0 to 5. So here, here you're also changing the value from 0 to 5, right? First, the value of I is 0. 0 less than or equal to 5, true. Just print marks of 0. Then increment I plus plus, the value will be 1. So I less than or equal to 5, yes. So that give marks of 1. It will display second value. It will keep on doing I less than or equal to 5, true. So in the end, it will display marks of 5. So here, this value is changing from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the same way, here I value also changing. So instead of using hard coding the value, if you put I, then what will happen? So first, now you should understand the for loop. So first I value is 0. 0 is less than or equal to 5, true. Then it will enter into this block. It will execute this statement. At the time you are giving I value is 0, so that it will display the 91. Then it will go for I plus plus. Okay, here this is not comma. This is a semicolon. Okay, so the value index will rotate from 0 to 5, and here also it will be marks of 0, marks of 1, marks of 2, marks of 3, marks of 4, marks of 5. Once the index number 6 is less than or equal to 5, it's false, so it will come out of the loop. So let me check, let me execute that. So if you are able to debug while you are doing practice, you will understand, otherwise you can't. So go to the sources. You see, just put a breakpoint here and refresh one more time. So now if you see, the value is I value is 0. So we are executing first time, so that's why. Before that it will be undefined. So now the value is 0, 0 less than or equal to 5, true. If you see here, marks of I, so marks of 0. So it will go and read the value from marks which is at index number 0. It will print. So if you see console, nothing is there. So if I execute this statement, okay, first statement has executed, the output is 91. Fantastic. Now what you are doing, you are increasing the I value to 2. So I value is so 0 to 1. So now 1 less than or equal to 5, true or false? It is true. Then it is going to read the value of marks of 1, so that it will display um, value which is there at index number 1 once you execute this. So if you see the console 53. So you can just do that for 5236. How many items are there? So if you debug, you will understand. Okay, now the value is 5. It will execute. Okay, if you see, already you got the output. And right now the value will be 6. Okay, 6 less than or equal to 5. Less than or equal to 5. This condition is false. So it will come out of the loop. So if you see from 30th line to, it will go to around 45 or 46 line. Done. This is very simple. Okay, now tell me how many of you understood this, or if you still have a confusion, tell me, I will help you. Yeah, Jahnavi, that is good, but you should mention what is there inside the loop also. But here, oh no, no, this is blunder. So if you see where you are given a bracket, I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 5 plus plus. Okay, here you should write for, in that you should write where. After where you should give a space. Okay, maybe this is a typing mistake. Okay, now tell me, understood or not? Quick, everyone should say. If you don't understand, no problem, I will explain one more time. After that also, if you don't understand, I will explain third time also. Okay, understood or not? Quick. I'm not sure how much delay is there, but please respond quickly. Okay, only one person understood. Remaining people didn't understand. Okay, two, three, four. Okay, everyone should give a response. So here four, seven members are there. Here two people are there. I need confirmation from every student because every student is important for me. Maybe you are not interested about your future career, but I will take care of every student. I should take care of every student's future. Okay? Hopefully, yes. So if it is S, understood arrays and debugging. Very, very good, fantastic. Now, I'm giving one more challenge for you. One more challenge for you. I hope you understand, right? Very good, very good. So now you should write a simple thing here. Display marks details. Okay, okay. Display mark details like which subjects got more than 90. Suppose, okay, you don't need to specify the subject name, but only display the marks details which are greater than or equal to 90. It's a simple program. సో ఇక్కడ ఉన్న అన్ని మార్క్స్లో ఒకవేళ 90 కంటే 90తో ఈక్వల్ కానీ ఎక్కువగా వచ్చిన మార్క్స్ ఉంటే ఆ మార్క్స్ అవి మాత్రమే ప్రింట్ చేయండి. దట్ ఈస్ ద క్వశ్చన్. I hope you guys understood the question. If you don't understand, tell me, I will explain one more time. So here we have six subjects details. You can take any example. It should work for any kind of combination, any kind of values. So if you have any subjects got more than 90 marks, just display those values. That's it, simple. Yeah, quick. If you don't understand the question, ask me. If you don't understand the logic, ask me. I will help you. Okay, suppose any student who is watching this video, maybe in future 2023, while you're watching this video, please do practice. Okay, normally what we will do, we will watch the video till the end like a movie, and we will keep on skipping, uh, moving to the another videos without doing practice. That is a bad thing. That's why I'm just coming with a new style of learning. So while watching the video, you should practice there itself. Okay, version written something if marks. So yeah, version you did perfect, but you did only small mistake. Just to cross check. Just understand the question properly. Here I've given which are greater than or equal to also. Okay, because in case the marks are equal to 90, you should display those things also. What you have given here, you mention only greater than, so that if marks are equal to 90, it doesn't display, right? Good, fantastic. Okay, so first of all, tell me how many of you have a laptop or computer Still, if you have a laptop, why you are joining through mobile? Is there any reason behind that? Because I'm saying like it will be minimum 30 to 40% difference if you watch the video in the mobile. Okay, watching movies or those things, that is different. But learning, because we are habituated to watch movies or shows in the mobile, that's why students are watching this tutorials and attending the sessions also mobile. No, that is not a best idea. So this is your future. Maybe if next 50 or 60 or 80 years of your life will depend on this learning, right? So if you just watch in a mobile, the screen is very short and it's very difficult to do practice. Yeah, many things. Okay, remaining people, do practice, do practice. Ashok, yeah, good, Ashok, very good. Okay, everyone, if you don't understand, ask me. Or while writing program, if you're facing any issues, ask me, I will help you. I'm saying I will help you. No one will become expert in like 2 3 days. No problem. You can do n number of mistakes, but you should not do the same mistake again and again. No? Okay, what about Srijan? So maybe you're joining through mobile. You don't have an option to practice and send me a screenshot even though you know the answer, right? So please join the computer. Do, because you should. Okay, this is the initial stage. That's why I'm not asking you to share your screen and check. But very few day after few days, everyone should share your screen. I will check your code in the classroom itself, how you are writing, how you are debugging. I will ask you, show me how you are debugging and how you are writing programs. Everything I will check. Okay, fine. So I will write down because I don't have any option, right? So what is the question? Because you're displaying all the values, but I'm asking, before displaying that, you should check whether this marks details are greater than or equal to 90. The simple logic, right? So you know if condition. So in for loop, you can use if condition. In if condition, in the if block or else block, based on the situation, you can use a for loop. So here, what do you need to check? Marks details. So this marks of I greater than or equal to 90. If it is greater than or equal to 90, then only you should execute this one. Otherwise, don't execute this line of statement. Simple. Then what will happen? So if you see, refresh, right click, inspect, console, it is working. 91, 90, 99, 97, 93. So I got more than 90 in 4 subjects. Okay. But because just I got only 53 marks in Hindi. So this is my first failure in my life because normal I didn't expect even in normal. Of course, I'm not good in Hindi definitely, but I deserve to get at least a 75 or 80 even because I didn't get 53 marks anytime in my school days. But yeah, we should accept that because maybe I did some mistakes while answering the questions or I mean blunder so that I got 53. We can't blame anyone. So, but you should come out of that because my expectation is a minimum I can get 540 marks, but I got only 519, so I didn't get any free seat in intermediate kind of thing. So those things we can discuss. A lot of fun things are there. So here we are going to learn what is the difference of arrays in JavaScript compared to other programming languages. So just ping me yes. Are you ready to learn the interesting things in arrays in JavaScript especially? Just ping me yes at least here. Anyway, you're not doing practice. At least just tell me yes here. Okay, just kidding. So please, 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 because otherwise we can't learn. Okay, fantastic. So here in C language you can store. Suppose if you in C language what you will how you will write arrays if you already learned if you remember. Otherwise no problem. In C language, so you will define the data type also initially. Int a of even I forgot the syntax. If I'm not wrong, this is the proper syntax. If a of 5, okay, to give like this, you should able to store only integers like 8 comma 9 comma something. So if you try to store a string, it will throw an error. It will throw an error because what you are mentioning, it is a integer array, so it will allow you to store only integers. But in JavaScript you can store anything. So here I'm writing, I'm just declaring another variable var student. Okay, here I'm writing student name is like okay, Surya Kumar Yadav. Okay, age, if I'm not wrong, 20, 30, like cricketer Surya Kumar Yadav, because you can store it. This is a string, this is the number, and you can store float values. What is the batting average, strike rate? Always he will maintain like more than 150, so I can give like 189 strike rate in this World Cup, and average batting average maybe 35.8 in this whole World Cup. And whether he's got the man of the match or not. So yes, he got the man of the match. So I'm just putting a true value. So you can store it. So still it will work equally. So what you need to do here, I'm just writing for loop. So if you want to read the value, how you can read the value? Console.log console.log student of 0. And what will happen? It will return what is the value on index number 0. That is Surya Kumar Yadav. Whether it is a string or not doesn't matter. It's like that. What we can do, we can write a for loop for that. For loop. So here var j equal to 0. Okay, like that we can take another name. J less than or equal to how many there? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So always take care what is equal to 4 and j plus plus here student of that the value which is varying, so you will get the output like this. Just refresh. So if you see, don't put a breakpoint here. Now you will see Surya Kumar Yadav 30 189 35.8 true. So here in JavaScript you can store any kind of data in array. This is the most important thing, and lots of other things are there. So slowly we can learn. So here for today, what is the assignment means? So I'm storing Okay, you can take a value var lex numbers nums. Okay, just store minimum 20 things, 20 numbers randomly, any value. Just store 20 numbers, and the question is display all even numbers only. Display only even numbers. Display only even numbers. Another program, because if you write a program for even numbers, it's not a big deal to write odd numbers, right? But my second question is display the count of even numbers, because in the array, suppose if you have four values like this, suppose 2 comma 4 comma 5 comma 7. So what you need to do, you should first you should display all the even numbers separately, that is a separate for loop. Okay, and then write a program for count of even numbers. So here, how many even numbers are there? 2, 4, right? These are even numbers. Suppose if you just add like 8, so here we have three even numbers. So if I, because I will change the array, I can give um, like five values. Okay, so I'm just saying 20 values. Okay, here I will give any 20 numbers. You should give exactly how many even numbers are there in that array. That is the simple question for today. So let's see how many of you can do that. Okay, let me at least tell me, are you ready to the, because you should understand what we have discussed today. Please try to practice. Okay, don't copy paste. Don't, if you want, you can discuss with your friends and understand and just finish that task. Okay. Okay, fine. Now, okay, I'm going to stop the live, so at least few minutes we can discuss with students here.